Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yolanda Robinson. I am a 44-year-old mother of 4 children, 20, 14, 7, and 2 years old. I am married, but we are currently separated. And I have been trying to be obedient to God when it comes to recording to YouTube. Back in maybe 2020, God told me to start a YouTube channel, and I just have not been able to be consistent with creating this channel or even maintaining this channel or videos. So I'll get like a little spark where I'm very motivated and I start trying to record and just be very active with it, and then I just lose all motivation, which I recognize. I know this is a scheme of the enemy, because what God wants me to do, He does not want me to do, and it's something that I have to fight through. So if you have watched my videos from the past, thank you so much. If you have not watched them, you can go back and watch the videos. That way you can kind of get a heads up on what my life is about and what this channel is about. Honestly, I still don't have a direction. I know that when it comes to what God's will for my life is that He wants me to glorify Him. So my life is to glorify God, and that's in everything that I do. So even this YouTube channel. So, but He has not given me like direction on like specific content. So, I just feel like He kind of just wants me to show my life in a whole. And so like I'm not very personal. Like I'm not a person who enjoys being in the spotlight. I'm not the person who enjoys sharing my life. I'm very private, and I'm trying to break through that shell. I know that social media can be a very messy place, and it can be a very dysfunctional place, and you have to be able to have thick skin, and you have to be able to have boundaries and all of that. So things I will not do is I will not argue. So the cycles of just going back to what's familiar, because what's familiar used to be safe because it's familiar. Stepping out, doing something different. I had started like this little journey of self-care where I was really taking care of myself, spending time with myself, going to the movies, taking myself out to eat, going to the mall, just spending that time on me. Because you get so caught up in life, you get so caught up with work, you get so caught up with your kids. Like even taking a day off work, it's not rest. Like my job really promotes when you take a day off that you enjoy your time off and you spend time on yourself. Well, it's kind of difficult to spend time on myself when I'm a mom. Now my daughter is grown, but my boys, they always need something. You know, they always want my attention for something. So in order for me to actively spend time on myself, I have to leave my home. Like I have to leave my house, because if I stay in the house, my kids are gonna bother me and I don't get a break. Or if I stay in my house, then I'm like, okay, dishes need to be done, dinner needs to be cooked, laundry needs to be washed. Like I'm just looking around for things that I have to do. It's hard for me to relax. If I know that there's stuff that needs to be done, I can't relax in my home. So I have to get up and leave. And I'm still working on being comfortable going out on my own. Like I'll go to the movies by myself with no problem. But walking around the mall or going to a store by myself, like okay, I'll go to Walmart by myself. But like going to like the mall or something, it's like go in, get what you need, and get out. I'm just not used to lingering in that area for a long period of time by myself. So learning to do things alone, not always having to have somebody with me. Learning how to enjoy myself, I don't know how to do. So I'm still working on that. I'm still working on learning how to raise a teenage boy. Like I raised a teenage girl, but I have never raised a teenage boy. And boy, does it come with its challenges. It comes with its challenges, man. 1 second, guys. Who is this? Sorry guys, my work phone is going off. So that whole situation, and then like, you know, God will, he'll put you in the lives of certain people for certain reasons, and you don't always understand it. You know, sometimes he just wants you to pray for people. So I started praying for people that's on my caseload, and some supernatural things have been happening, and obviously not just in my life concerning them, but in their lives concerning me. And people who don't understand supernatural things, spiritual things, might get afraid of that. And so because of that, it's caused a rift and like with one of my clients or whatever, only because like clearly, I mean, God gave me a dream, and I was in the dream helping her to recognize witchcraft. Like she was listening to something, a woman that she thought was a Christian, but this woman wasn't a Christian, she was a witch, and the woman was deceiving her. And I was telling her, don't listen to that, don't listen to her. And the lady revealed herself as a witch. And I tell you guys, maybe a couple days later she called and she asked for me to be replaced with a different employee. You know that ain't nothing but the devil, right? Because the devil does not want me helping her. But even though I'm not working, well, I'm currently still assigned to that family until they find another person to take my place. But that's not going to stop me from praying. You know what I mean? Like the enemy could try to block me from having access to this family because he doesn't want me to be able to pray for them. But God is always going to reveal to me what I need to pray about and who I need to pray for. You know what I mean? So, but some people are just so afraid of the supernatural because they don't understand it. They think that it's a blanket. They think that God is a blanket, but they don't understand that it goes, he's so deep. Man, they don't understand that God is so deep and that the things of the spirit are so deep, and they get afraid by it and they get scared. But one thing I'm not is afraid. I've been dealing with this stuff for too long. The enemy just comes with the same old things, the same old tactics, and he'll try to use the same old schemes, and it don't work. You know, even with my kids have been experiencing spiritual warfare, my boys, and it's just like, you know, you just got to stay built up in the spirit, because when the enemy can't get you to you, he's definitely going to try to go after your children. If your children don't know how to pray, if your children don't know how to recognize warfare, if your children don't know how to rebuke and bind, they ain't going to be in some trouble. Because if they don't come to you and they don't tell you what's happening to them, and you don't know what to pray for them unless God reveals it to you, and God will. As long as you keep your relationship with him strong, he's going to show you what's going on with your kids. He has shown me on more than one occasion. Okay, I'll tell you one thing, my kids can't hide nothing from me, because God is going to show me. He's going to show me concerning them. Sometimes he shows me things about people that I don't want to know. Like, he'll show me things that I'm like, okay, Lord, I just really don't want to know this about this person. You know, because once he shows you something, come on, person, my gosh. It's hard for you to forget it. Like, don't judge nobody. When God shows you a situation, just pray. But sometimes it's hard to forget, like, man, this is what God showed me about this person. Like, I can't believe this is, you know, that can be difficult. But just to get back on the topic of what I was talking about, I really do want to start being more consistent. I'm going to make myself just get on here and say something every day. I don't know what I'm going to say every day. I don't know what I'm going to show every day. I have I took the kids and my family, we went on a trip for my birthday to Hershey, PA, way back in May. And my son was supposed to edit the video for me, but he did not edit it. He procrastinated, so finally he was like, Mom, I don't want to do it. Because it was just a lot for him. So, I mean, I'm going to try my best. I'm not good at editing. I'm still trying to figure out CapCut. Like, I don't understand how to work it on my computer. It's a lot different than doing it on my phone. And even on my phone, I just do the basics. You're not going to come over here and get like a very manipulated, edited type of video, because I'm not that person. I don't know how to do thumbnails. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do all of that fancy stuff. Maybe that will come with time, but right now, I don't know how to do any of it. So I'm just gonna get on here and keep doing what I've been doing. I noticed like a lot of people, I think I posted 2 grocery hauls. I think, I'm just gonna stick with the content that I like to watch. And I like to see people being families. Like, I like to see moms momming. I like watching grocery hauls. I like watching cooking videos. I like watching day in the lives. Like, I like watching those type of videos. I love spiritual content. Or content like, I don't know. I don't really care for like DIY stuff because I'm not a creative person. I'm not a DIYer. But I will watch it if, something seems interesting. But I'm really interested in, families and watching mom's mom and managing life with kids, what I'm going through. So that's probably more or less what you'll see on my channel. So I hope that I can do this. I'm praying for some, consistency and some motivation and a different outlook on doing videos and creating YouTube and just being obedient in what God has called me to do. Well, I will get back with you guys at a later date. Well, at a later time. It could be today, it could be tomorrow. I don't know, but I'll get back with you guys then. Mountains in my way.